that marquee deal. More details awaited, I believe. That's really the conclusion. Let's bring on board Mr. Baba Kalyani, Chairman, Managing Director at Bharat Forge, joining us live this morning. Mr. Kalyani, it's a landmark deal, of course. Your first initial take with regard to the deal from an India standpoint. Give us your sense.
Well, I heard a call around midnight yesterday about this deal, and it was one of the best calls I've ever received. So we've all been waiting for this for a long period of time, and it's not just a trade, but I think it's just a relationship between the two large democracies in the world, United States, which is the largest market, and India. I think it's a game changer for Indian industry, for people in India who are exporting products into that market. So we are very happy and thrilled about this. Yeah, we need to look at all the details, the USTR documents, etc. But I think that will be available in the next 2-3 days. But overall, fantastic. I think we are all quite happy with what has happened. Heartiest congratulations to our Honorable Prime Minister and to the Commerce Minister for making this happen.
Morning. There is a huge potential that, which is there in the U.S. market for auto segments and defense equipment supplies, which you do. How does this deal help you further that cause? And if you can give us a perspective on, now you have two big blocks with which India has this deal, India EU and India US. Does that help the entire industry and especially the segments that you are in, expand your market further?
Yeah, we have always been a bigger exporter in the auto component space compared to our domestic market. So our exports have always been about 60-65% of our total revenue between Europe, North America, and other geographies in the world. And I think both the deals with Europe, with EU, and now with the US will go a long way in growing this opportunity in the marketplace. So we are quite positive about it. We see this as a major booster for our revenues coming forward.
Do you see this entire deal, because we've just seen that tariff at this point in time, 18% for Indian exports and 0 for the landed US imports there. Do you see when the bilateral deal goes through and over the next few months when that happens, that would be the clincher with respect to the kind of strategic partnership we have with the US?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this partnership will now envelope many more areas which were not there earlier. Earlier was largely related to automotive components, but now you will see a much larger engagement in the aerospace sector, hopefully going forward in the defense sector. So we see many more opportunities coming up as far as the two major economies are concerned.
Mr. Kalyani, what I also wanted to understand was, does this deal finally make India a serious alternative to China when it comes to, the supply chain ecosystem for countries like the US?
Yeah, with the tariff at 18% compared to China's, I think 37% plus, something like that. Clearly, most people will keep looking at India as the part of the resilient supply chain rather than China. So I think it will definitely have a big impact on this together. And, this is not just about trade. I think this is largely, President Trump's words about our Honorable Prime Minister saying, he's a great friend, etc., also echoes the sentiments of the people of the United States with people of India. So I think it's going to be much more than that.
I wanted to also understand, what does it personally mean for you at Bharat Forge? What's the real win? And would you say it's access now to markets like US?
Absolutely. We were in the US market in a big way. But for the last 1 year, ever since the tariffs came into play, things have been rather difficult. Hopefully that difficulty is over and we should get back on in terms of the trajectory for our growth.
Break it down for us, Mr. Kalyani. The last 1 year, what was the toughest part? Was it tariffs? Was it standards? Or was it speed of execution, if you were to just look back?
It was, tariff, of course, it largely was tariff, and because of tariff, there was a lot of uncertainty, and the decision-making process with the customers itself had kind of stopped. So, I mean, it's very difficult. If I was a person buying products from somewhere and, my duty is 50%, I would very hesitate to buy it. So, it was those kind of things. But I must say that all our customers in the US have supported us very, very greatly for the last 1 year. They have been with Bharat Forge, they've been with India, and that's the great part of this relationship.
Mr. Kalyani, while it opens up, a lot of imports, it also, brings in opportunity for many Indian companies to be big suppliers to the US aerospace and the defense sector there. Do you see that as a big opportunity at Bharat Forge as well? That, you can now not only, supply components, but also maybe forge relationships that you have with other countries and other companies?
Yeah, as far as aerospace is concerned, we have been engaged with a lot of aerospace companies in the US. There are only half a dozen companies in the US in the aerospace sector. And we are now suppliers to them. And I think those suppliers will grow. As far as defense is concerned, I think there is still a little bit of, let's say, agreements between the Indian government and the US government in terms of SOSA and other things that need to be put into place. But once that is put into place, I think you see a lot of opportunities happening in the defense sector also.
Do you see nuclear as one of the key areas now emerging now that this deal is come through, and also our own domestic impetus on having the small nuclear reactors coming in? Is that an opportunity for Bharat Forge as well?
Yeah, that's going to be a big opportunity for people like us. We are already quite big in the nuclear supply chain in India. We've been a major supplier to NPCIL for the last 20 odd years. So we have a lot of experience dealing with nuclear components and products. We don't make reactors, but I think looking at the SMRs and the opportunity of having smaller reactors and the government of India's new strategy of allowing private sector to get into it, definitely this is an opportunity that we will look very closely.
Okay, on that happy note, Mr. Kalyani, we'll let you go. But thanks for taking time out. The trade deal with US gave us a chance for you to speak to us at ET Now also after a very long time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.